legs fly, now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
Continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Packers now at 2-5 to start play, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it. And he
now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 22. A big play there for L.A. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Rodgers will check this down, complete to Dillon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a quarterback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw again on second down. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
This is taken at about the 14. The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense,
he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Herbert now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I saw the pressure coming out. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. Interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting. Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down, Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler. He's got room at
the 30. The 10. 33 yards that time. The offense has to love that.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Herbert back to the air. This is swung out to Eckler. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers!
Bo Melton,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Man, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's Dillon again. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, who watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th-quarter lead. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing, Herbert. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think...
He's got a man complete! Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Herbert. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Rodgers throwing here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000s. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Green Bay, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fox. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles you need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory for more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me, I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing, they not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me, no time for the silly games, 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 games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating, but I gotta be great, that's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come. the memories live on. Be strong. Don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity. I just scraped it off the top.